It's hard to do that in isolation because, we're creatures of habit, and we have people around us who already know us to be a certain way. So we form an identity, and now here I am, David Wood, you're Michael Levitt. This is my personality. This is what I do. This is what I don't do. And so sometimes it takes an external force to break out of the orbit that you're in. So one example, you go and do a personal growth program like the Landmark Forum. Boy, did that bust me out of my orbit. I ended up quitting my job, going back to Australia, and I became a professional entertainer, singing in for pubs and parties. But it took that outside influence. Almost every time I work with a coach, something new will happen because someone else is saying, well, have you considered this? And what about this? And what do you want? Hearing you speak about those scary things has me think about a client that I'm working with right now. I have a group coaching program for business owners as well as private coaching. But this one guy, he started his business, which was scary. And then the product took off, went viral. And then he's approached by Shark Tank. He didn't go to them, they came to him. And so, how scary would that be to go and pitch yourself in front of the sharks and maybe look silly in front of millions of people? And so that was an edge for him. And, he stepped up, he prepared, he went, he rocked it out. Now I think the Shopping Channel is trying to get him interested. The Today Show has reached out to him. Can we feature your product? These are scary things. And so for listeners, if you're listening and thinking, oh yeah, those sound like they would be edgy for me, great. If you're thinking, oh, I could do all that stuff, my question is, what would your edge look like? And here's a great exercise that I recommend. I think it's a wonderful exercise you can do in 5 minutes. Write at the top of a piece of paper, what would my life look like if I was fearless? I'm not asking you to be fearless. There's a book I read that says only people who are fearless are fools and priests. I don't know if that's true, but fear is fine. Just what if you were fearless, what would you do? And you can have different circles on the page. One could be business. You write your business things in there. I would call 20 people and invite them to be clients. I'd go and speak on this stage. I'd do a TED talk, whatever it is. And then personal. What about your relationships? What would you say to your kids? What would you say to your partner? What would you say to your friends? And then you can have one just for life. What would you do? Would you start dancing? Would you want to move and live in a different country? Would you just want to tell the truth even when it hurts you? I think it's a wonderful exercise. Now, you don't have to do everything on the list. You don't have to do any of it. And I say that so that your brain isn't going to hide the things from you that you really are scared to do. Let's just get them out. Then you might want to go and circle 2 or 3 and say, you know what? In the next 3 weeks, I'm going to do this one, and then this one, and then this one, and I'll see how that goes. And if you like the results and it feels good in your body and you're proud of yourself, who knows where that could lead? Possibly a whole new life.